Hey guys, so we are currently in Moab, Utah. We went 297 miles today, a little bit longer day in terms of just mileage overall. And we came from Ouray, Colorado.
I thought it was going to be 230 or 240 miles and had already booked the hotel. And then we got to follow through with it. So yeah, 297.
Yeah, well, the reason why it was like a little bit longer is because the way that Kevin's track takes you, it actually takes you back east and then all the way up through the mountains. It takes you on like a extra 40-mile detour because like there was at one point we were at what's the name of that town?
But to be fair, it's Kevin and Sam.
No, Kevin and Sam, both of them do.
The trail just does not always go the most direct route. At some point, the most direct route was 20 miles to Moab, and instead we went a way that was
probably like 50.
Yeah,
probably like 60%.
The trail takes you the exciting path. All right, so the highlights we hope to show you, if Elijah can find them. When we left Ouray, based on somebody's recommendation, we did not want to tackle a pass where we're on some real technical stuff or rubbly stuff with a danger of a drop off. We can do that on without the danger of the vertical drop. So we hit a road called Last Dollar Road. Ended up being a fabulous road, just beautiful. Came out at Telluride, where the Telluride airport is. You're way up high in the hill there, and these multi-million-dollar houses are there scattered on the hill, where it is just a beautiful road. We're really glad we hit Last Dollar Road. It's more of a, say, a fire road instead of being the crazy mountain pass, and that was perfect for us.
It also had a lot of like the alpine trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had alpine trees along the way too, and a lot of people like carved their names.
Aspen trees.
Aspen trees. Yeah.
Yeah, they were beautiful.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Somebody has some millions of dollars and set up right there.
When we got off the little county road, we started hitting some of the rolling hills coming out of the Rockies, coming onto more of a flat ground west of the west side of Colorado and into Utah. The roads started getting really long and straight, so like Oklahoma roads, except you had a little bit of a wave up and down. We did decide to test the bikes. You know, we talk about whether you like a big bike or a small bike. These bikes will fly. So
we were coming back from, what's the name of that city in?
Dove Creek.
After Dove Creek. After Dove Creek, there's another city that you go to. Well, that's when you turn back around and start going east. When you go back east, you go for a distance, and then you turn onto this actual like road in a sense. Like it goes next to like a little quarry. Well, there's one section where it kind of goes up a hill, and I just asked him, he's like, hey, here's how fast these bikes can go. And so I just gunned it. I just reached up to 100, and I was just like, oh, I think it's good for right now.
I didn't want to go over 100, but the question of do you want to carry a big bike or a small bike? If all you're going to do is ride the mountain passes in Colorado, carry you a small bike. But if you're going to do 5,400 miles, I wouldn't want to do it on a small bike. We're finding ourselves challenged on some of the rubbly stuff, but these bikes at 100 miles an hour Mine was at 9,000 RPMs. The red line is at 11,000 RPMs. So theoretically, I could have broken 100 really good. So what does that mean? It means they cruise really comfortably low RPMs at 70 miles an hour.
Yeah, if we took all the packing off and actually had proper pressure in our tires for it, probably could have gotten to near 115. We went to Geyser Pass, and on Geyser Pass there's actually, at the beginning of it, when the green splits off and you're going up the hill, it was fairly like technical in a sense. There's a lot of like giant rocks, what you call baby heads, a lot of baby heads, and like some dirt like just mixed in. It was just a little bit of a rough patch in terms of like on the thing. It was probably like half a mile long.
But it's baby heads mixed with sand. So if you picture, you know, just a rough rocky trail, you can do it if the rocks stay still. But when you mix the rocks with sand, it makes it tougher. So the water has been coming down this trail and eroding it away, and probably over all the years that people have been riding it, it's probably not as good of a trail as what it was when the trail was first designed. But Sam and Kevin both have you turning up Geyser Pass that direction. If they let you go a little bit further down the road and then turn, you'd be on a forest road the whole way. But both of them cut the corner, and when you cut the corner, it is a rough trail. So hopefully we'll find the highlight for you there too.
I got it. I got it. It is a short section. The rest of Geyser Pass was great. You're able to be like along the side of the mountain, just going back and forth in between trees. Has some like spectacles.
Yeah, is that where we went through the burned out area?
Yes.
The forest fire had been through there at some point. All the trees, one area was all totally black.
Yeah. Once you reach the top, you started going downhill, and then on the other side of the mountain, it just seemed like a forest fire caught everything. But it was great and lovely views the entire way down.
Coming into Moab, instead of that direct shot into Moab, the trail that runs you around to take you the long distance to Moab is called Sand Flats Road. It just runs all around these big, gnarly, it looks like a lunar surface, you know, the big round rocks you see in pictures of Moab. Totally beautiful, except one added thing we have out here right now is that the forest fires out in the west have smoked out the city of Moab. So as we're going around this lunar surface, it's hazy. You really think you're on a sort of another worldly or another planet type of surface. It is just crazy, but absolutely beautiful rock formations all the way in here to Moab.
Yeah. It was a pretty good day. Just a little bit long. Other than that, I don't have anything else.
297 miles, not cheating on the trail, not hitting the highways, using the blue trail the whole way, not getting on the greens. We put our time in on the dirt roads, 297 miles today, but it was a blast. They're really beautiful. We started in the Rockies, we ended up in flatland, we ended up in Moab. I mean, the transition from our different landscapes today was just amazing.
Yeah. Besides that, I don't have anything else to say.
All right. Y'all have a good evening.